Today, I'm going to be talking about Roman Polanski's vampire comedy, The Fearless Vampire Killers. Greetings and welcome back. I'm your host, JJP. If you're new to this channel and like what you see, please like and subscribe. The Fearless Vampire Killers will be Polanski's fourth film that he would direct, not counting The World's Most Beautiful Swindlers, which is an anthology by different directors, as his scenes were deleted. And now, it's trivia time. What Hammer film, made in 1970, would Ferdy Mayne the actor who plays Count Krolok appear in? Stay tuned to the end to find out. The Fearless Vampire Killers, or Dance of the Vampires as it was originally called, was released on the 2nd of November 1967 and was directed by Roman Polanski and written by Gerard Bruck and Roman Polanski. Cinematography was by Douglas Slocum, with music composed by, and I apologize for the pronunciation in advance, Krzysztof Komeda. The film starred Jack McGowan as Professor Abronsius, Roman Polanski as Alfred, Alfie Bass as Chagall the innkeeper, Sharon Tate as Sarah Chagall, and Ferdy Mayne as Count von Krolok. The film centers around Professor Abronsius and his dim-witted apprentice Alfred, who have made it their life's work to stamp out vampirism. Professor Abronsius and Alfred arrive at an inn which is run by Chagall, who, although married, tries to seduce Magda the maid, played by Fiona Lewis. Then we have his wife Rebecca Chagall, played by Jessie Robbins, who seems totally oblivious to her husband's antics and is more focused on running the inn. They have a beautiful daughter called Sarah, whom Alfred falls for. Unfortunately for Alfred and poor Sarah, she catches the eye of Kukul, the servant of Count Krolok, played by Terry Downs, who quickly informs his master of his discovery. While Sarah is taking a bath, Count Krolok comes for her. Chagall pleads for his daughter's return and even makes his way to the castle to try and rescue her. Sadly, he is discovered the next morning frozen solid and covered in vampire bites. This prompts Professor Abronsius and Alfred to make their way to Count Krolok's castle to rescue Sarah. At the castle, which looks decrepit and cold, they encounter Count Krolok and his son Herbert von Krolok, played by Ian Quarrier, who immediately takes a liking to Alfred, leading to some very comical scenes. Later, Alfred and Professor Abronsius are taken captive when they are caught trying to cause havoc during a ball now taking place. They manage to escape, and whilst hidden, they spot Sarah amongst other vampires that look sickly and are wearing clothes that look old and almost rotten. They knock out a couple of vampires and steal their clothes so they can blend in and get close to Sarah and rescue her. Their plan works and they manage to just about escape with Sarah. The first time I watched this film, I was a child sat next to my mum. I remember loving it from the minute the MGM lion turned into a cartoon vampire with blood dripping from his fangs. Being a child, I did find it a little scary in places at the time, even with some of the comedy in the film. However, I loved the snow and icy setting and its haunting moments, like when we hear Sarah singing as Alfred and Professor Abronsius converse with Count Krolok at his castle. This is one of many films that led me on a path to loving vampire films. Heck, horror films in general. The film also introduced us to Chagall, the first Jewish vampire on screen, who is impervious to crucifixes, and to Herbert, the first gay vampire on screen, who had the hots for Alfred. Now, to answer the trivia question. The Hammer film, made in 1970, that Ferdy Mayne appears in, is The Vampire Lovers, where he plays a doctor, alongside Ingrid Pitt and the great Peter Cushing. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. I have been JJP, and I look forward to discussing films and shows that we are all passionate about. Hope to see you soon.